Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year to one and all. It's 2016. Wow, 2016. I can't believe it. This is the one, the only Mark Anthony Spencer for this day of January the 2nd, 2016. Just want to say hello, everybody, and a Happy New Year. It's been a thrilling year in 2015. We had some tragedies, and we've had some good moments and some bad moments. But the most important thing we can take from 2015, folks, is we, the people, we're still here. We got to do what we got to do. Be who we can be. Don't do too much. Don't get under the pressure. Just be the best you can be. Always remember, there's always hope, there's always belief, and understand the true meaning of life. Belief, confidence, determination, and have a smile. It's like this. Well, folks, it's good to be back, everybody. Mark Spencer is back. This week in sports 2016 is here. This is my look at some of the sporting news that we ended the year with and we're starting out the year with. Well, according to published reports, this check on MLB trade rumors, it looks like Scott Kazmir, this is old news, has signed a 3-year deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers with an opt-out after 1 year. So $38 million. Actually, I think it's more than $38 million. So it's quite a bit of money for 3 years for Scott Kazmir. I know Kazmir's getting up there, but he still can throw hard. 95, 96 when he used to pitch for the Tampa Bay Rays, Tampa Bay Rays. So the thing about Scott, it's all about health. If he's healthy, the Dodgers got themselves a great pickup. A lot of the young pitchers they do have in their farm system are okay, but if you want to win the World Series, this is a good pickup. I mean, and Kenta Maeda they got from Japan, he's pretty good. They say this guy is the next. This guy, what's his name? He used to pitch for the Boston Red Sox one time. Daisuke Matsuzaka. So he's almost like Matsuzaka. He has 6 or 7 different pitches. He pitches a gyro ball. He pitches a fastball, slider, changeup, different sorts of pitches. He's a very good pitcher. He's not good as Nomo. He's not as good as Tanaka, but he's as good as Matsuzaka. So, seeing some of his games out in Japan, I think this is a good signing for Los Angeles Dodgers. There's no doubt that the Dodgers are changing the leaf. They lost Jack Greinke to free agency. The Arizona Diamondbacks picked him up. I think that was a good signing. I think the Diamondbacks in acquiring Shelby Miller in a pretty big deal. They gave up some really good prospects, and that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to give up something to get something, and I think that's a positive move going forward for the Diamondbacks. They're going to compete in this division this year in the NL West. San Francisco went and spent some huge money on some pitching, and the likes of Johnny Cueto, one of the top arms in the offseason, signed him to a $130 million deal for 6 years, and then signed in Jeff Samardzija for 5 years at $90-something million. I think both Samardzija and I think both Cueto is going to give these two teams some hope, some belief, and understanding that they have a chance to win. And that's what it's all about. You want to win in Major League Baseball, and I think these are good pickups. And some other signings, Mike Napoli inked a deal with the Cleveland Indians. I think this is a good deal for the Cleveland Indians. A veteran player that can play first base, or even DH if needed, or play catcher, even though his catching days are over. And then you look at the Nationals. They went and signed veteran shortstop / second baseman Stephen Drew, the younger brother of J.D. Drew and Tim Drew. I mean, he didn't have a great success with the Yankees, Stephen Drew, but, the last few years he's put up some decent numbers. His best years are with the Arizona Diamondbacks when he was getting 20, 30 home runs a season. But he's had some serious injuries over the years, Stephen. But I think this is a good move for Stephen. He's going to really help out the Nationals. They're trying to get back to the playoffs and win a World Series. They have some really good talent there. Dusty Baker's their new manager. I think the character that he will bring to the team, his leadership, He'll show it on the field and off the field. Steven's a good player, comes from a great family of athletes, and there's no doubt in my mind that Drew, he knows what he's doing. You just got to go out there, play the games. That's what we do best, right? You have to play the games. You have to believe in your ability. And that's how we start the new year. Belief, understanding. You can go out there, get the job done. And another unexpected free agent, who is a free agent that was pitching for the Marlins the last few years, is Henderson Alvarez, who was part of that big blockbuster deal with the Blue Jays a few years ago in 2013. He's a free agent, signed a one-year deal with the Oakland Athletics, pretty much incentive-laden type contract. He can make some big money throughout this deal. It's true he's had some arm problems the last few years, shoulder issues, elbow issues, so I think he's going to be healthy this year. He's going to give them some hope, and that's all you can ask for when you ask for the best. And I think he's going to give them the most he can give them. The most you can do is just stay out there, pitch, and that's what the fans want to see from you. And that's the key. It's all about health. And when I look at some of these young pitchers nowadays, it's all about belief. And I think the key for him is staying on the field. So Henderson Alvarez, he has to bring it, and that will be the key. So we move on with some other news. Mixed martial arts, UFC, Bellator, ONE FC, and all these other MMA promotions around the world. Got to give it to UFC, man. Conor McGregor. What a knockout he did last year in 2015 of Jose Aldo, one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the world. He managed to knock him out in 13 seconds. I didn't see that coming. Just like Holly Holcomb knocking out Ronda Rousey. That was amazing. It's just her experience. Nobody saw that coming. It was one of the greatest upsets in history. You think of Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson, and he's never the same after that. So I think the same thing with Rosie. I think Holcomb will knock her out this year too. I think the fight will be in July. It's going to be a gigantic card. Probably GSP's coming back. I'm hearing from sources. Anderson Silva is going to be fighting this year. So it's going to be a good year for the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And then in Bellator, they had some good fights, Recently on the Rickson fighting card in Japan, I was watching King Mo. Oh, man, he demolished this one young guy from, I think he was from Croatia, I guess. Wow. He just took him out, man. It was pretty good. It was old school like Pride, And then Fedor, the big star, the last emperor, man. He demolished this young kid from India, Jasdeep Singh, I think. But yeah, he was good, man. This kid is a kickboxer, a champion, K1. But Fedor Emelianenko just showed he still has the quickness. He hasn't fought in like 3 years. He still got what it takes, folks. Fedor is back. So I think in 2016, we're going to see some great fights. Royce Gracie versus Ken Shamrock. And there's rumors of Kurt Angle getting the mixed martial arts. I'm going to be watching for that. And then some other wrestling news. It looks like Magnus Nicodemus has finally married his longtime girlfriend, Mickie James. That's when I say congratulations to those two. I just checked out the WrestlingInc.com. I want to say, wow, y'all come a long way. And I got to admit, to start out the new year, you get hitched is always cool in my book. Just proving that we're still human beings, folks. Not everything's scripted. Some stuff is for real. You look at Lana and Rusev, they're probably going to hitch this year. There's no doubt. Not everything you watch on television is all scripted. People do fall in love. It's real. Even when you see it on TV, And I remember Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. That was real. Hulk Hogan and Macho Man had some beef over the years. But over the years, they managed to patch up the mismatches because Hogan was messing with Miss Elizabeth, and that was real. So, they patched up their whatever. So, when it comes to these relationships in pro wrestling or mixed martial arts, it's real. Ronda Rousey, Travis Brownie, it's real, man. And people cheating on one another with whoever. We see it all the time. We see we're celebrities. You got Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber. You got Ariana Grande. You got all these other people. They're all messing with one another. It's always cool. It's entertainment, right? And I love that. Entertainment is cool. I could actually, in last year, I recreated my Twitter account. I had a few celebs on it, a few of my peeps on it, and it's cool. You get to talk to people from around the world and stuff, get a few ideas out there, see how the people are doing, and that's what it's all about, man. You need to have, in the social media universe, we got to have our own universe. We got to do things that most people don't want to do. Try something new. So that's the thing, folks. We got to be more together. Try new things, new ideas, and that's what you're gonna have in 2016. In terms of movies. I mean, look at Star Wars. What a success! Makes $1 billion, man. 1.6 billion in like 3 weeks. It's absolutely insane. It's like one of the fastest grossing movies of all time. That and Jurassic World, and you look at the likes of Dark Knight, it went past that. I mean, it just made some sick money. E.T. is one of the top of all time, and it's way down, I think, 10th place all time. So, I mean, these movies nowadays are just gigantic. I mean, you got some big ones coming out this year. Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, that looks amazing. I think it's going to do good. Civil War from Captain America, Iron Man versus Captain America should be interesting. You got Bucky back. You got a few other ones, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Ant-Man. I mean, there's just a lot of cool things going to be coming to theaters. X-Men Apocalypse, that one looks pretty sick. I mean, it's coming out in the springtime, I guess. Get close to summer. So, we got some really cool movies coming out. Ghostbusters coming back. The girls are taking over. See some of the old faces back. It's going to be cool. Bring back memories from the 80s. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd. Now we got the girls, Kristen Wiig and a few others, are going to be in that good movie. Annie Potts. So, the Ghostbusters are still special, and they always will be special. Mission Impossibles have been good over the years. There's another one coming out. Jason Bourne. That's supposed to be coming out number 5 this summer. So, I mean, it's going to be a good year for movies. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I mean, that's going to be good. Out of the Shadows. I mean, Bebop Rocksteady. Sheamus. He's going to be in it, man. So, it should be good, folks. So, y'all have a good one, folks. Keep watching This Week in Entertainment. Actually, This Week in Sports. The one and only Mark Spencer. I want to say Happy New Year, everybody. And we'll see you again. Peace.